We have struggled, and we really have struggled for centuries, to win the right to hire and fire our lawmakers. And the day we give up that right and abandon the capacity to learn by our experience through the ballot box, to dismiss a Labour government and get a new government, or a Conservative government and get a new government, the day we do that, we build in an element in our society that I believe will destroy all that is most valuable in Britain. I want to work and cooperate with everybody, but I want to govern myself, and that's the key to it all.
Well, I tell you what we now have to face in Britain, what the whole argument is about, now that the fraud and the promise has been exposed. What it's about is basically the morale and the self-confidence of our people. We can shape our future. We are 55 million people. If you look around the world today, I listened to Gough Whitlam and his 14 million Australians, and he trades heavily with Japan. I'm very fond of the Australians. But do you think he's going to enter into a relationship with Japan, which gives Japan the right to make the laws in Australia? Do you think Canada, 22 million of them, and to the south a great and friendly nation? Yes, they are. But do you think Canada is going to allow its laws to be written by the 200 million people in some union in America? No, no, of course not. The whole thing is an absurdity, and therefore I urge you to reject it. I urge you to say no to this motion, and I urge the whole British country to say no on Thursday in the referendum.
This, then, is the new internationalism, a selective relationship with the rest of the world, controlled and dictated by a powerful European bloc. And what kind of internationalism is it that says that henceforth this country must give priority to a Frenchman over an Indian, a German over an Australian, an Italian over a Malaysian? This isn't the language of internationalism. This isn't the language that we've been hearing in this debate tonight. It is Euro-jingoism.
For we are not just a part of Europe, at least not yet. We have a different history. We have ties and links which run across the whole world. If this is the idea, the end of Britain as an independent nation state, I make no apology for repeating it, the end of 1,000 years of history. You may say, all right, let it end. But my goodness, it's a decision that needs a little care and thought.
I sometimes hear impatient people say, well, why can't Europe federate? Well, you know, federation is about the most difficult form of government to work. So many are the ties that link together the different parts of the British Commonwealth. And Britain, then, you see, is something more than a European country. It's a link between many countries in many continents. And therefore I do not believe that Britain can federate with continental Europe. We can and do join with our friends on the continent in many joint enterprises. And we share with them many interests. But we cannot be absorbed in a federated Europe.
Well, I think it's about democracy. You see, I want to cooperate and join international organizations. But no international organization of which we are members, the IMF or NATO or GATT, can make laws in Britain that we cannot change.
Listen to that great pro-marketeer Woodrow Wyatt in the Sunday Mirror last weekend. I quote, "The common market contains the 225 million most intelligent, cultured and developed peoples in the world. United, no one can push us around." Or take Mr. Ronald Butt, the pro-marketeer bishop of the Times. I quote, "Do I feel more European than anything else? Certainly in my own case, I do feel more of a European than anything else, except English. The Commonwealth, I believe," said Mr. Butt, "was one of the more lamentable things that happened in the post-war world." These are your great pro-marketeers, your great internationalists.
The people in Bristol have sent me to Parliament over 25 years, and you, I think, longer from your constituency. And every time they've had the power to dismiss me or to re-elect me, and because of that, I've had to listen to them. Now, the commissioners don't have to listen to the British people because they are immune from the possibility of electoral defeat.